Previously on Follow the Leader. Okay, so monster hunters have stolen a member of the vampire coven, and that is sort of spreading some unrest among the supernatural creatures of this city. Harley is, like, leaning against the wall, like, outside of the bar, kind of, like, waiting.
Yeah, that makes sense. Does Harley say anything, or is it, or
Does Soul give her time to say anything? Or does she just, like, fucking book it?
No, I think Soul would give her a little bit of time, just kind of, like, side-eyeing her a little bit, like, what are you doing here, Matloff?
Yeah, okay. Does she say that?
Yeah, why the fuck not?
Okay.
She's probably a little drunk.
Mm-hmm. Cool. I think Harley just, like, she just says, like, we need to talk about your people.
I'm feeling generous. Do you ask me for a boon or favor?
I don't ask yet, but I have in mind the fact that you owe me a boon or favor. So in the future, if I were to need it, I could ask you.
I came here because I heard you know stuff about, like, vampires and werewolves and stuff, and I know that sounds like Twilight or whatever, but, like,
Haha.
I just have to know if this stuff is true, you know?
We now return to your game already in progress.
I don't want to do single combat again right after a single combat. So I sort of want to do a bacchanal.
Okay.
Ooh.
But have it take place at a shitty club.
Yes!
Hell yes!
Yes! That's my favorite!
Let's
So-
go!
Whoever wants to be at the bacchanal can be at the bacchanal.
Maybe
Except for my cat.
Yeah, I feel like this is, like, even maybe, like, a nightclub that is known for, like known among, like, supernatural creatures for being, like a social hub, you know what I mean? Like a gay bar, but for
Yes.
werewolves.
Yeah.
But like, a gay bar for gay werewolves and vampires.
Fucking
Because that's who we
incredible.
are.
Did Lee just, like, bring Vez? Or Vez cannot be in this scene. I feel like that's
It's
the
up
only
to
way
you.
that... I mean...
I think it's great if Vez is in this scene for some reason.
I would love, like, if Vess... I would love it if Vess, like, arrived there on his own somehow, and then, like...
Did
I
not
don't know.
realize that it was a gay werewolf bar.
Right.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, maybe Vez has just been doing more snooping around.
Right.
And it's just like, well, this place, I should investigate this place.
Mm-hmm.
Sam, is Garion gonna be here?
I feel like he probably is, but he's just sort of, like, sitting at the bar, like, drinking, I mean, like, a
Is he an
cocktail.
Appletini?
No, I'm
kind of
saying he's
boy?
drinking, like, a cocktail glass full of blood.
Oh my god.
Thank God.
Yeah, because, like, if it's like a werewolf vampire bar, then they probably just have blood,
Yup.
like, on tap.
Yup.
Yeah. God.
They have different blood types, like, on tap, like, they have, like, beer on tap.
Absolutely.
Good.
My story,
yes.
I'm sticking to it.
I love this world building.
Okay, so, the setup for the Bacchanal is decide who's present. It may be a huge celebration with everyone present or just a few people in a more intimate setting. Where are you? How did you come to be dancing together? What do you notice about each other? So we've already described where we are, and I think we come to be dancing together because there are some real bops on the sound system.
Hell
I guess.
yeah.
Is that how kids talk these days?
Yes.
I don't know.
You got
Absolutely.
Probably.
You nailed it.
Nice. So what do we notice about each other, starting at the top of the list?
Okay. Well, we also should describe what we're wearing.
Yes. When is this? How long after the previous scene is this?
Do we want to say like a few days?
That sounds reasonable to me.
So like also like maybe like almost like 5 or 6 days since the first chase.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So I think Harley is wearing basically what she wears every day, which is like, again, like a grody bro tank and like shorts. But she's hot, so it's okay.
That's so valid.
Yeah, listen. Sometimes you gotta be a grimy butch, and that's okay. And I think what you notice about her... I don't know. I think she, like, looks wary. Like, she's not just here to, like, be here. She's here to, like, for a specific reason.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Kales?
Okay, Kales.
Okay. So Reuben is wearing, like, you know those corsets that look like vests?
Jesus Christ.
Yup.
Why are we all like this?
One of those. They look like they're going to a club. They're wearing, like, a corset vest and, like, skin-tight pants. But the thing that you notice about them is that they're limping. And they look a little... just, like, a little bit tired. Like, it's just, like, their eyes look a little sunken, but they are, like, still full of energy and, like, you know, dancing their ass off.
Nice.
I love them.
Limping in, like, a sexy way, or in an injured way?
In an injured way.
Okay.
I was assuming injured, but you know.
That's a fair point. I forgot about that.
Listen, it's
It's
chaos,
us,
child.
so-
Who even knows?
It's also us and who we are as
Right.
people.
I'm just
so.
saying, if you're limping and you look like you haven't slept, there can be multiple reasons for that.
Yes. That's a fair point, and I'm glad that you asked.
You're welcome.
All right, Vesper is also wearing very tight pants, and then I think not like a corset vest, but just like a regular vest, like just like.
I thought you were just gonna say a regular corset.
Please.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like he's still too shy for that. Like at this point,
It's under his clothes.
yeah, maybe he's definitely he's got like a vest on.
He's
but
got
it's
like one of those censures on underneath the vest.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's like
Like a
a
little like half corset deal, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he just has a bunch of binders that are like corsets.
Mm-hmm.
He sucks. I love him.
Yeah, and he's wearing like a vest that you would normally wear over a button-down shirt, but he's not wearing a button-down shirt under it.
Is he wearing a shirt?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think he's wearing just like some kind of like, you know, like compression tank top, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And very tight pants is important.
Cool.
Garion is wearing a fairly like fitted vest, but it's like a double-breasted vest. It's like pretty fancy. And he's wearing a shirt that has these like very kind of puffy bishop sleeves. And he's wearing a cravat because he sucks.
He does suck because he's a vampire.
He sure does. Anyways, I just posted a link to an image of him wearing that in the Discord server, which
Baby boy.
doesn't matter to anybody listening because they
Baby
can't
boy.
see. It's my baby boy.
We'll put it up on
Put it
Twitter or
on
something.
Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'll put it up on Twitter, like, soon also. 'Cause,
That's
like,
true.
That's true.
But we can quote tweet it onto the official one.
Yeah, we
Baby
can quote
boy.
tweet it as soon as, like, the episode goes up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in like, I don't know, March.
Valid.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
So Saul is probably wearing knee-high shit-kicker boots, tight leather pants because it's the tight pants party here.
Mm-hmm. Except for
and-
me, who's wearing basketball shorts.
Yeah,
Garion's just wearing,
Still
like,
hot.
slacks.
and she's probably wearing like a tight black tank top to show off her guns. So like maybe her motorcycle jacket's thrown over the back of a chair. Everybody knows not to touch it, and probably got her hair slicked back.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm on my bullshit. And I think she looks a little troubled. Like, she looks like something's bothering her. She's not pissy, but she definitely looks distracted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot to say that Vesper is like, he's nervous but also really excited to be on the chase.
Oh my god.
Bless his heart.
Incredible. Is it too much to have Harley also doing, like, the butch backwards baseball cap look?
No, it's
No,
exactly
Yeah,
absolutely
that's
not.
perfect.
Okay, cool. All right.
And so, to begin, everybody should describe the appearance, clothing, and how we make our entrance. And then for each round, we select a dancing partner. You'll each ask each other 2 questions from the list below, alternating. And then it moves to the next person present at the dance who selects their partner. And they go so on until everyone has had a chance to select a partner. You may also converse freely in between questions, but keep each dance short. And the worst dancer in attendance should select their partner first, Vess.
God,
Oh
you're
my
so
God.
right though.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
I'm so mad, but also like, you're right is the thing, and you should say it. Okay, I mean, is it more interesting if it's Harley or if it's somebody that I don't know already?
I mean, we can do both at different points.
That's true. I think I'll go for somebody that I don't know. I think I'm gonna pick Reuben.
Yeah, nice. I don't know if we're all going to describe how we made our entrance, but Reuben has been here since the club opened.
Okay. I think so I get to choose a question first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna go with, I am unfamiliar with this dance and I stumble. Do you catch me or do you let me fall? I think that's how we, like, sort of come to be dancing together. Is that, like, it's kind of in the, like, not exactly a mosh pit, but, like, on the edges of the dance floor, and, like, Vesper just doesn't know his way around and, like, trips right near Reuben.
Yeah, Reuben's gonna catch them. It's gonna be very meet cute, except gross and sweaty. Hey, whoa. You good?
I mean, yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Oh, I'm trying to think. This seems like I'm going down the list, but I'm not. I pull you in closer with a hand on your back. Do you allow it or draw away?
I allow it. Vesper, this is the first time, I'm sure I'm going to say this many times, but Vesper blushes. And, like, kind of swallows in just, like, a kind of determined way, and is like, do you want to dance with me?
Oh my god.
Sorry, I'm losing it. Yeah, sure. Here, or do you want to go further in?
Here's fine. I want to be able to hear you, to talk to you, so.
Oh my god.
I don't think Reuben laughs, but it's a near thing. And it's not like a mean laugh. It's just like surprised.
Alright, okay, I'm gonna say, yeah, I subtly move us to the edge of the dancing space towards a more private space. Do you let me, or do you guide us back into the thick of the dancers? This isn't, like, trying to, like, get them off the dance floor, just trying to be like, let's have a conversation.
Yeah, I let this happen. Sure.
So, what's your name?
I'm Reuben. What's yours?
I'm Vesper. I've never been here before.
Not to be rude, but I can tell. How do you find it?
I mean, it's like a lot of clubs, but, I mean, the reason I came here was, and this might sound stupid, but I heard, it's, have you heard anything about, like supernatural stuff?
Yeah, I've heard a bit. And then something about me catches your eye. What is it?
I mean, is it, what kind of, like, werewolf tell do you have?
Weird eyes.
Yeah. Okay, I think, yeah, Vesper notices that and just goes, oh, shit, you're one of them, aren't you?
Yep.
Well, that's great. I hope I wasn't too rude to ask. I just, I'm really curious.
Not rude at all. It's always nice to talk to someone who has no foot in this.
No, I don't. Nope. Both of my feet are on solid ground, so,
Oh yeah? Not for long. And I think they tug Vess back into the dancers.
Oh my gosh. That's a great place to end the dance. Our dance, at least. Because it's 2 questions, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's 2 questions each.
Okay. Great. Hug. Okay.
Which brings us to Dora.
Yes.
Gosh. I don't know if I want to do the obvious one or not again.
Please.
It's gonna have to happen eventually.
Yeah, it might as well happen now, so that way Harley has her dance available to do with what she wishes. So yeah, it's got to be Harley.
Sure.
And I think this is probably something that they've maybe done prior. Like, this is probably not their first time dancing together at this club.
Okay. So you want to ask the first question?
Yeah.
For what it's worth, I think Harley's up at the bar.
Okay, yeah.
Unless that's inconvenient, in which case she can be somewhere else.
No. I think Saul could just be at the bar as well and meet her eyes and be like, Matlock?
Hawk?
So, at risk of sounding cliche, fancy meeting you here. Listen, I know, things have been a little tense lately. How about we blow off some steam on that dance floor?
Okay. Okay.
So, actually, this is a good one. I'm a mortal hero dancing with a werewolf, and I am fragile to a being like you. Do you take extra care with me, or do you let me feel your full strength?
Ooh, definitely not gonna take extra care, no.
I'm so glad. I was hoping you'd say that.
I mean, are you kidding me? No.
I know.
Yeah. No, for sure not. I think it comes through just, like, in that, like, the grip she has is, like, not pulling any punches, as it were. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Are they like in the thick of it, or like?
I'd say in the thick of it. Like,
okay. Yeah.
Soul is not a supernatural creature, but she also likes to live dangerously, so in the middle of the dance floor with a bunch of werewolves and vampires seems exactly the sort of place she'd be, so.
Yeah. You know what, we're just gonna shoot that right back at you. I'm a werewolf dancing with a human, and my supernaturalness, my supernatural strength, I guess, makes itself known to you. Is it feared or welcomed?
It is. I'm not sure welcomed is the word I would use, but Saul is definitely grinning a kind of feral grin and is enjoying herself immensely. She can't give as good as she gets, but she's definitely not being gentle either. Let's see. And I think, as she's grinning, my face is close to yours. Do you turn away or do you keep eye contact with me?
No, I think definitely keeps eye contact, and just, like, matches her grin. And it's just, like, it's very clear to, like, anyone who sees them that, like, this is something that they have done before. Like, these are people who, like, know and respect each other a good amount.
It's still, like, a pseudo-dominance play, though.
Oh,
like,
yeah, no, of course.
It's absolutely which one's gonna blink first.
I spin you a few times, making you dizzy. Will you let me pull you in close to steady you?
Huh. Yeah. Sol is not about to back down, so so she goes with it and comes right back to Harley and is just like, "You're losing your touch, Matlock."
That's funny. I think you should be more careful.
I'm always as careful as I need to be.
I don't know how much I believe you.
Yep, I think that's... Yeah, that's scene for us, I think.
Which makes it Sam's turn.
Oh God. Okay. So, what does Vesper do following his dance?
I think it would make sense if he like stumbled like away like towards the bar and just like asked for a glass of water.
Interesting.
God.
Anyways.
How do we always... Okay.
I'm here for one reason.
It's valid. So Garion's definitely just sort of like sipping on his shitty, terrible glass of literal blood. And he just sort of looks over his glass at Vesper and goes, "Well, you're a new face around here."
Yep. Oh, that's blood. That is blood. That's okay. Well,
yep.
You're the first vampire I've met, so hi, and like sticks out his hand for Garion to shake it.
Garion kind of covers the fact that he's laughing with coughing noises. He doesn't take the glass away from his face, but he does, stick one hand out like, charmed. He just sort of he's looking at Vesper's outfit with like barely disguised disdain.
God. Oh my God.
Yeah, Vesper notices him looking and again just like blushes. So are you gonna do the dance thing first or?
I think now that because it's my turn, I get to make the first move.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. I forgot that there's faction specific questions here. So I'm gonna say I am a supernatural being dancing with a mortal. Do I do or say something laughably human? Does it frighten or comfort you? And what that is that Garion kind of puts his glass down on the bar. He kind of stumbles a little bit and he kind of rights himself, kind of shakes his head a little bit and goes, "Well, I mean, since you're here," kind of holds his hand up like, "Come on, let's at least do something."
Oh, you mean dancing, right? And not, like, biting? Sorry if that's rude.
Garion kind of, like, puts his head in his hands. He's like, "You did just watch me finish. Like, I did just finish an entire glass of blood. I am not particularly hungry right now, given that I just finished a meal. So,
good.
No, I'm not going to bite you. I don't really do that anymore.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah. All right. I think to answer the question, what was the...
The question was, I do something laughably human. Does it comfort or frighten you?
I think it comforts Vesper. Vesper's like, oh, he seems like a nice guy.
Oh boy, baby.
Oh, this sweet summer child.
Oh, sweet boy.
Okay, I'm gonna do this one, which is I am a human dancing with a vampire, and you are struck by my resemblance to someone from long ago. Who do I remind you of?
Fair enough. You very much remind me of myself when I was first turned.
Oh.
360 odd years ago. A very long time.
Oh my god.
Garion's fucking old.
I think Vesper is Vesper is definitely getting better at and slightly more confident at dancing in this space. And so is slightly more confident now as they dance.
Yeah. I pull you closer with a hand on your back. Do you allow it or draw away? And this is Garion is going to whisper something in Vesper's ear.
Okay. I allow it.
Cool. Garion sort of gets up a little closer and goes, this is, I will say, quite a bit more vulgar than the dances of my youth, but let's not dwell on how long ago that was.
Oh my god. Oh wow. I mean, how old are you?
Too old. Far, far too old.
But that's amazing because, I mean, you must remember so much stuff about history. I mean, you should write it down.
I mean, that's highly debatable. Depends on, how much you would... I spent most of the 1800s locked at the bottom of a well.
What?
And so I don't really remember much of that. I spent quite a while, I spent about 60 years of the 1800s locked at the bottom of a well, and then I moved out west, so wasn't really connected to most of civilization at that point. As I was saying, I'm not sure that you want my accounts of history. I wasn't really paying very good attention to most of what humans deem important. He definitely lifts his hands and does air quotes in that sort of awkward I'm an old person doing a thing that teens do kind of way.
But I mean, even if you weren't paying attention, and Vesper does air quotes also, then there must be other vampires who remember that stuff too, and maybe they want to write it down. I just think it's... Don't you ever get tired of having to hide all of this knowledge?
I mean, I've never really tried to hide very much. I'm sure you're aware of the general lore of vampires. I can't go out in the sun without dying, so it's not that I'm trying to be secretive, it's that I'm mostly nocturnal.
Oh, I mean, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah, I did read a lot of I've read a lot of stuff, when I was...
Twilight doesn't count.
Thank
Those
God.
books are a travesty.
Thank God someone said it.
I won't say I haven't read Twilight.
We've all read it. We all regret it. It's a travesty.
But I don't know, I'm kind of here because I want to help you guys somehow. I don't think it's fair that you all have to hide like this.
Sweetheart, I don't think we really need your help. I'm sorry to say. You are coming into, I would say, a fairly well-established community at this point. What help could you possibly offer us?
I don't know. Allies are good sometimes. For now, I mean, do I still have? I don't still. We're out of questions, right?
I think you have one more.
I do.
Okay. Yeah, because I went first. I've gone twice, but I don't think you've gone after I pulled you close.
Okay. I think I'd say, well, all right, that's fair. For now, let's just dance, I guess. And I'm gonna say some of my hair has fallen out of place. Will you tuck it back?
Do I tuck it back? That's a good question. I'm gonna say yeah.
Mm-hmm. Vesper smiles and blushes at that. And that's it.
Garion, at the end of the dance, goes back to the bar, gets another cocktail glass full of blood.
God.
He's a very fancy baby.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I believe it's Reuben's turn.
Is he a twink or is he a queen? At this point in his lifespan.
What?
No, just like...
No, you cut out, so I didn't hear that.
Oh, no. I'm asking if, like, Garion at this point in his lifespan is, like, still a twink or more of, like, an old jaded queen.
I mean, at this point, I would say that he still looks like a twink.
Right.
Visually, he's still a twink. At this point in his life, he's a little bit of an old jaded queen.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that conversation, I'm like, that's not something a twink would say.
He's twink passing.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
I think
Harley's turn, right?
It sure is.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna, like, jump back in the timeline just a little bit, and I think, like, basically what happens is that, like, Harley at some point spots, Reuben and Vesper dancing, and, like, not cuts in, but basically, like, snags Reuben when it looks like they're about to, like, part ways.
Were they about to part ways, though?
I don't know. Were they? I feel like there had to be an end to that dance. Like, she's not gonna, like, interrupt them.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because Vesper, like, went over to the bar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
like
there has to be a part, but was Reuben intending them to part ways?
Right. Well, that's irrelevant. So I think, like, Vesper goes up to the bar and Harley, like, swoops in. And I think it's just like, tell me you didn't scare him too badly.
You'd have to ask him. I'm not sure, honestly.
He seems very easily intimidated. So...
Yeah, I get that impression too. He's very easy to read.
You're telling me.
Which one of us starts this?
I think it's me.
Okay.
Because it's my turn, yeah.
Okay, I'm just checking to make sure I'm not going to hold it up. For some reason.
No, you're good. Yeah. I think I'm just going to go with, I pull you in closer with a hand on your back. Do you allow it or draw away? And it's basically just like, she's not going to, like, ask them if they want to dance. They're just going to be dancing now.
Yeah, they're not going to say no to dancing, so yes, they allow it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't even know if she says anything after that.
So it's probably like a couple moments that Reuben goes, so I saw you dancing with that hunter before.
Yeah? And?
What's that about? Eyebrows waggling.
It doesn't have to be about anything. What if I interrogated you about every single person you've danced with tonight?
Well, we'd be here for a very long time.
My point exactly.
At this moment in the dance, we must separate and reunite. When we come back together, do you blush?
Are you kidding me? No. No.
It's fine. It's fine.
I don't think Harley has blushed in, like, a good 20 years. But...
And She's valid.
Yeah. Listen, it doesn't mean anything. Soul is...
Nicknames now, I see.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone call her anything else, so...
I don't know, I've heard a fair number of us call her Hawk.
You know what? Let's talk about that boy you were just dancing with instead.
Okay.
What's that about?
He came up to me, we had a dance.
Okay, but I know you. And you looked like you wanted to eat him alive, so...
Yes, I want to eat a fair number of people alive. If I end up going home with him, and I use that term very loosely at the end of tonight, if I end up going home with someone else at the end of tonight, I will consider it a success. It doesn't necessarily matter who, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Let's see. Your mouth is close to my ear. What do you say?
I think it's something like, you know, it's interesting that you're so worried about a human.
Someone has to worry about not fucking everything up around here. And I guess it's me.
Good. And that leaves me to worry about fucking everyone around here.
Jesus Christ, kid.
The dance ends. Do you stand with me or do you rush away?
How fucky do we want to make this?
I'm up for whatever.
Okay. You're doing really great, and I'm really proud of you.
Yay!
You're doing so good. Here we go. So I think what she does is, like, I think they've, over the course of this conversation, kind of, like, gravitated toward, like, the edges of the room a little bit. And, like, at the end of this dance, she doesn't, like, walk away, or she, like, kind of, no, she doesn't walk away. She, like her, any, like, playfulness in her expression just, like, drops, and she, like, gets a forearm across their neck and, like, presses them up against the wall, and, like, not in, kind of in a fuck you way, mostly in a threatening way, and just says, I've told you before, and I will tell you again, if you fuck everything up for us, I will not hesitate to make you pay for it. Understood?
And as the 1,000,000 times you said it before, and I will say it again for the 1,000,000th time, of course I understand.
Okay. Okay.
Damn.
Have a good night.
You
and
too.
then she walks away. And that's that dance.
Great. Now it's Reuben's dance.
Fucking amazing.
Great. I wanted to be clear that Reuben really isn't trying to fuck anything up.
I know that.
They're
as
just
a player.
Shitty.
I
Harley
love
Super
Reuben.
does not trust them.
It's my dance, and I have a quest now, and I'm gonna. Well, it doesn't have to be achieved now. I'm willing to play a long con, but I am going to go have a. Maybe it's in quotes. Maybe it's going to be a verbal dance, but with Garion.
Garion's not getting up again for you, so.
Yeah, so then they're just gonna go chill at the bar.
Yeah.
We can have a dance of wits or whatever.
Yeah. Fucking ask your question, my dude.
So I think this works, which is the one that says, "We are both gods. I made you a promise an eternity ago, which I have not yet fulfilled. What is it, and do you remind me of it now?" That might serve us a little bit better, like, a couple of minutes after Reuben's actually walked over, but also we were talking about I owe you something.
Mm-hmm. You owe me a debt.
I do owe you a debt. Why do I owe you a debt? Did we ever talk about this?
I don't know that we did. But I was thinking like for starters, I was thinking like you haven't quite paid all your bills on the number of times you've come in with your clothing fucked up. And so you're slowly racking up like a tab that you have yet to pay.
Yeah, I have started to try and pay off my interest, but
when you make a deal with, let's just say, somebody whose sire ended up being one of the most powerful Fey Lords in another city, you probably shouldn't have made that deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, Reuben's not smart.
No, Reuben's not the smartest person in the world.
No,
so
I love him, but...
when Reuben wanders over, Garion just sort of like raises his eyebrows and keeps drinking.
Fancy seeing you here.
Likewise. Garion sort of looks down at what you're wearing, and I see you haven't changed.
They are far cleaner than they usually are.
Yes, well, that's not hard.
The limp is worse.
Yes, what have you done to yourself this time?
Doesn't matter.
It's gonna be hard for you to even start to pay me back if you can't walk. He looks down again, and he takes another sip.
No, it'll all work out. Somehow. I will pay you back.
I'm sure you will. Don't worry, I don't forget my debts.
I'd be surprised if you did.
I've got your tab well in hand. He sort of like pats at his breast pocket, like he's definitely got like a list.
I love him. Yeah. I don't know if Reuben says anything to that, so they just order another drink.
So I guess it's my turn to ask a question, and my question is, some of my hair has fallen out of place in a very artful, very intentional looking way. Don't get me wrong. Do you tuck it back?
I think they reach to and then stop themselves. And they go, you got a bit of hair. I don't know if that's intentional or not.
Garion tucks it back on his own and he goes, well. He sort of rolls his eyes.
I think this is clever. I am unfamiliar with this dance and I stumble. Do you catch me or do you let me fall? And it's just sort of like, Reuben doesn't know how to have a normal person conversation.
I'm going to say that I let you fall in that I don't try to help you at all and I let you continue to flounder while I sit here and am very amused by your attempts. Like, Garion can see what you're doing here and he thinks it's really funny.
God. I am going to amend my quest in the group chat. Hold on a second. So that human, huh?
Yes, that human. Takes another sip.
They're a bit, how do I say, easy, don't you think?
I was gonna say a bit naive, but easy is...
both work.
That's another word that I could easily use for them.
Oh god, I don't know how words work. I think this is also in character on some level.
Yeah, fucking Reuben just stands there floundering for like 30 seconds or like 5 minutes while Garion just like sits there and drinks.
Because the problem is that we've got one more question and I don't know how to get us there. Because I'm very tempted to have Reuben just be like, alright, let me leave you to your night, and I'll go away.
I am shocked by how much of a dom Garion has become very
Yeah,
quickly.
good lord.
Especially because, like, he's supposed to just be, like, me at 15, but now, or at, like, 18, but now he's sort of turned into me at 18 plus 300 years of abandonment issues and drama.
And he's valid.
So you're the last question, right? Or is it me?
You're the last question, and that's the
Oh,
that's
God.
the thing the problem I'm running into is that I'm like, I think they just leave, but
I mean, like, the dance ends, do you stand with me or do you rush away? Is a good
they're
question.
gone. They're gone. They're like, okay, bye. And
Bye.
just out.
And they're just gone.
They tried.
They sure did. It's also, like, because Garion is so old, nobody's, like, treating him like a kid. Nobody's, like, being nice to him or, like, you know, patting him on the head. So he's just like, this is fine.
I love him.
Thank
I
you.
love him.
It's ripe for a tryst, but, like, whomst?
Right. That's the big question.
Yeah. I mean, my turn is next, but also, like, do we, like, wrap up the Bacchanal by, like, saying what happens to everybody else afterwards, or do we not bother?
I mean, what do the rules say?
It says everybody describes how you exit.
That's what I thought, yeah.
I guess since I did the Bacchanal, I'll go first. And Saul leaves drunk as hell, but at least in a decent mood. She didn't start a bar fight, so
I'm
that's
proud of
something.
her.
Thank God.
That's good.
I feel like Garion just sort of, like, stays at the bar unless somebody else is going to invite him home. Like, if someone else is offering...
Vesper is not going to ask anybody.
He's just
But,
going to, like,
you know.
stand around and exude sub-energy.
I mean, he's just gonna, like, leave unless somebody else asks him.
That's valid.
I feel like Reuben is gonna try and find him again.
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense to me.
Does Reuben ask him to, you know,
Yep.
wink, you know?
Wink, wink, wink. You know. Yes, they do.
Okay. Well, then
Hell
he
yeah.
he says yes to that.
Yes.
So they go home. I think it's like fairly. I think it's like later,
Okay.
but it definitely happens.
How do you exit?
What?
How do you exit?
Oh, how do we exit? That's a good question. I think very nondescriptly. Like, I don't know. Like, it's not. I think she just, like, kind of slips out while, like, the night is dying down. Doesn't really, like, talk to anyone on her way out.
And I feel like Garion, for lack of any more additional fun, as it were, like, stays until about an hour before sunrise and then wanders home. Because he's closed for the night.
Mm-hmm.
It's his night off.
Okay.
All right.
So it's Sam's turn.
So it's my turn. I
Yep.
have to
Yeah.
decide what I want to do.
I mean, you could always do, like, I don't know, Odyssey or something.
What is Odyssey again? I'm trying to
It's
find.
like a journey.
I'm like scrolling, trying to
It's
find.
like the big epic journey to, like,
Yeah.
go get something.
It's like the big
mean-
quest, right?
Somebody needs to find that missing vampire.
right.
Someone needs
That's
to find that missing
true.
vampire. The thing is, I'm not sure, like, this vampire that went missing is probably, like, pretty young. Like, usually the older vampires, you either live to be really old or you get got pretty soon after you get turned. Because either you're really good at keeping on top of yourself or you're not. That's lore that I'm creating right now.
Cool.
There's no, like, middle-aged vampires, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Or there's, like, very few.
there's just like a generation missing, sort of.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
are you saying that Garion doesn't like care about this missing vampire?
I'm not saying he doesn't care, but I'm saying that he's like kind of accepted that they're gone. He's sort of like, oh, just like assuming that they're dead. He's like,
you could always get evidence that they're not.
That's fair. Yeah, I'm like looking at the Odyssey.
Or Garion could have some other dark purposes.
Yeah, or
The question
see, like,
I'm just asking is like, what does Garion want right now?
what does Garion want? I feel like, so
I also feel like going and getting the missing vampire is like kind of like the climactic thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's like the main conflict of the story.
I think I want to do an Odyssey, and I want to have Garion travel to the city where his old sire is like king, basically. I say king.
Okay.
He's like the leader of the supernatural underworld. He's like got the entire town in his iron fist type. Like, you don't cross this man. He's you know, the guy. So I want to say that Garion is basically going on an odyssey to arrive at Kieran's Fey court and present this cloak that he's been making. Cool. This is gonna be like, anybody who ever fucking read any Urban Magic Yogg's fan fiction back in the day is gonna be like, you stole all this from this. It's like, actually, fuck you. These are characters that I worked with and were part of an original story that I was part of, so fuck you.
I think that's just you.
No, I'm gonna be showing this to my friends.
Okay, there you go.
That's just why I'm gonna be like, everyone's gonna be like, oh, lol, you're just stealing them. You're not even trying to change the characters' names. I'm like, yeah, but like, these are the actual characters in this character's backstory.
Okay. Is this how long is this? Is it like days or weeks? Or is it, I don't think it's months or years.
It's like days. He's like taking the train to the next city over. But
is this a train heist? Are we just playing a train Odyssey?
I was gonna say that,
God.
like, but with the Odyssey is like making it through the city and like through the like.
Okay, but consider, what if it was just a train challenge?
Just a train heist. I'm trying to
Like,
fucking find
a
the
train-
Odyssey again. 'Cause
a train
I scrolled past
platformer.
it again. Train platformer. Perfect.
Just rewrite all of the challenges to be trains.
Yeah. A wild train attacks.
Train brands. Every single game has to do with a train.
Oh my god.
That's not bad. Okay, so starting to the traveler's left, each other player sets a challenge from the list below. Once the challenge is set, you toss a coin to see whether you succeed or fail. Keep track of how many total successes and failures you accrue. Go around the table until each player has set a challenge. For smaller groups or longer odysseys, you may choose to go around the table twice. Okay.
So I think that's just turn order then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kales, Alix, Dora.
Cool. Okay. There are 3 black crows in the sky, a terrible omen of death and destruction. Throw. If heads, you rely on your courage and resolve and carry on as normal. If tails, the omen distracts you and frightens you, causing you to move much slower.
I was going to do that one because of but it's good. It's good. I'm glad someone did it.
Okay, so I have to roll. I have to do this
Flip a coin.
flip. Okay,
Yeah, roll 1d2.
I wasn't sure if you guys, if the person who said it flipped it, or if I had to flip it.
You flip it.
I'm going.
Sorry, that wasn't aggressive. I was just answering a question.
So
Flip it, god damn it.
God damn it.
is a 1 a heads?
Yeah.
Yes.
Got it. So
you're good.
I'm good. Cool.
You rely on your courage and resolve and carry on as normal. Cool.
Garion ain't scared.
Garion ain't scared. He's old and jaded.
Uh-huh.
Okay, who's next?
It's
Kales?
me. I want to tweak. There has been a cataclysm in this part of the world, and instead of food being scarce, it's the train isn't moving. I was gonna be like, there's a lot of traffic. No, you want to know what? There's been a
train could be-
cataclysm in this part of the world, and the bus is late. You're waiting for the bus in the rain.
Thank you.
God.
Although I
I hate
guess
this.
it's weird. Well,
I love it being like, you know, like when you're on like a train and like it just sort of stops like halfway through the trip, like in the middle of nowhere, and no one tells you anything about why or like how long you're gonna be stuck there, and you're just sitting.
yeah.
Oh yeah, and because it's about food, is this like, does Garion have to like fucking abduct somebody on the train and like drag them into a bathroom and suck their
Oh
blood?
my god, how long is this delay? Wait a minute.
No, I
What?
wasn't.
Yeah.
No, the whole thing was I wasn't gonna make it about food,
Okay.
but now
So-
I have to figure out what the heads and tails is. So that's a struggle. Because I understand. For tails it would be like the delay is. So I guess it's I don't know. Maybe it is food then. Maybe it is about food.
So like it's like a long ass delay then.
Yeah, it's a
Maybe-
long ass delay.
I mean, I
Alright.
think the whole thing is that Garion probably would definitely like survive through it, but like
He kinda-
he's impatient.
He's impatient and he like needs to eat.
Yeah,
He's just hangry.
Yeah, he's just
hangry.
hangry.
yeah.
So
and
so heads it's fine, and then tails I have to fucking abduct someone.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I just think that's funny.
Tails, you gotta eat a guy.
Tails I gotta eat a guy.
Which is like
I
a
mean,
bit of a setback, I'd say.
I'm no stranger to eating a guy. Well, it's heads, so I'm fine.
Wink.
Wank.
Wank.
Anyways,
Like,
so I'm good.
Nice. I'm glad.
okay. All right. All right. I'm gonna say your sworn enemies are blocking the road up ahead. So I think
Good.
that there is some people who Garion has pissed off on the train.
On the train. Oh, I'm still on the train, huh?
It's a long ass
This is all-
delay.
this is-
It's a long ass
train.
delay.
It's the train challenge.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's the train
It could be as
challenge.
it could be as like you're getting off the train. Like you can see that they're like looking for you because like they knew you would be on this train.
It's valid. All right. What are my heads or my tails options?
So for heads, you can sneak past them and continue on your way. If tails, they catch you and detain you for hours or days before you can escape.
It's heads.
Heads. Nice.
Okay.
Damn.
I'm doing a really good job.
Yeah.
You are.
I don't know how I'm doing such a good job, but I'm doing a really good job.
So I remember you mentioning in your soliloquy that like there was an omen of death when you tried to figure out what was going on with Kieran. So does that indicate that Kieran would be happy to see you?
I feel like he's probably going to be happy to see me, but he's probably, like, I want to say he's, like, busy. Like, maybe not busy, but, like, he's, like, he's, like, dealing with some shit in his own place. And so, like,
Okay.
I was going to say, like, the omen of death was perhaps, like, he's having a little bit of a hard time responding because he's just, you know, busy. He's dealing
got
with
his
some
own
other shit.
Okay, because I was gonna maybe tweak like the supernatural beast attacking to being like, maybe a rival vampire or werewolf to Kieran, who recognizes you, and you slay it, but it's poisonous and manages to bite you. So throw. If heads, you know the antidote and can stop its flow. If tails, you spend hours or days in the throes of a terrible fever.
Okay, fun. All right, cool. Rolling all heads today.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I don't know how I'm doing so good, but I am.
So
That was it, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
if the traveler has won more than half of the challenges, you have successfully completed your odyssey and fulfilled your quest. Good
Nice.
job! Yay!
Woo! So yeah, I make it to the greenhouse and I have a good chat with my ex-sire, and also I throw the cloak in his face.
Nice.
Do we want to do just like sort of like ending shots for each character.
Yeah.
And then wrap it up.
Okay. Just to like bring us back to the plot too, I think for this session at least, the like ending shot for Harley is like, I think, again, like a city street at night, and I think, Dora, you said that you're thinking that maybe like Soul's failed trainees are involved with like the captured vampire, and I think that I don't know if this is them exactly, but I think that Harley like catches another like attempted kidnapping of like a young werewolf, or yeah, probably like a young werewolf, and like manages to like fend off the people who were trying to capture them, and doesn't get like a look at any of their faces or any identifying features, but like knows now that like this is more than a one-time thing, that this is happening. There's a pattern to it.
I think the closing snapshot that we get, not to like draw away from like main plot, but just with like personal plot, is probably just like a couple days later, and it's just like Reuben just like stumbling into like the back room of their shop after a day, and kind of like cuffing up their pants and seeing that the silver that's worked its way into their calf is spreading.
Holy shit.
And just cringing.
Oh, damn.
Fucked up.
Concern.
Yeah, so this one is set, maybe this one comes before the one that just happened, because I want it to be like Vesper is like sitting on Reuben's bed and just like looks at Reuben and just says like, so wait, are there like people who hate you guys and like try to hurt you? And then it just cuts from that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I described my final scene, but my last shot of Garion is him sitting in like a very green, green space in front of this very large boy, asking some questions like, "Have you heard about this?" Like, but you can't hear what's going on. It's just like a conversation in this very comforting green space with a man with antlers and like ram's horns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think the last shot of the game is a shot of Saul at a different bar, and this one is surrounded by a lot of humans who are kind of roughed up and scarred, and it's pretty obvious that this is a bar that is frequented by other monster hunters, and she's holding a drink and kind of looking around, and maybe she sips it once or twice, but she's not actually touching it that much because she's more interested in the conversation around her.
Awesome.
Great.
Nice.
Wow.
We did it.
We did it. Is there an outro? I forget.
We do the
again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let me find the. Is there a generic outro?
No,
I
we
think
just
it's
fumble
cool.
through it every time.
It's fine.
Cool.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Well, this has been Follow the Leader. I'm Han. You can find me at Mercutio's.
I'm Kales. You can find me at Citadel of Swords.
I'm Alix, and you can find me at Kismet Nemesis.
I'm Sam, and you can find me at SAKalo.
And I'm Dora. You can find me at Harpy Dora on Twitter, and you can find the podcast at FTLcast on Twitter or Tumblr. Thanks
right.
for listening, everybody.
Bye.
Cool. All right.
Wait,
Should we?
Oh, we
sing?
should clap.
Yeah.
Hi, it's Dora, and I just wanted to thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed us, please consider leaving a rating on iTunes, telling your friends about us, or tweeting about our show using the FTLcast hashtag. No, seriously, we crave the validation and it helps us out. Your support really means a lot. Thanks again!